Alright, what's up, guys? Ween on this here with another Doki Literature Club Side Stories live stream. And I say another because this is the third time I've tried recording this video. The third fucking time I've tried recording this video. Um, so basically, I've been having a lot of technical issues. The first time I tried recording it, I realized, well, you guys know what happened. I realized, the short the short version of that is that I realized, oh shit, I haven't unlocked enough of the short stories, the side stories to make a video out of this. So I decided to do more off camera. I go back, I recorded another video. Turns out, no fucking sound. That's right. If you turn the I can't talk either apparently. If you turned into if you oh shit. I'm going to have to edit that. Okay. Well, I'll edit the description later, or I'll edit it right now. But anyway, um editing the video as I speak. Pro YouTuber moment. Fucking professional YouTuber moment. All right. Editing the title as I fucking record the live stream. All right. Anyway, anyway. So as I was saying, I go into the second recording. I realize only after doing an hour long recording of reading fucking dialogue. Only after doing that do I realize there was no fucking sound. If anyone tuned in, I realized there were like one or two people that tuned in, and then um, instantaneously, whatever, they instantly just left. Well, um, that was because no sound and hold on. Sorry, I'm just typing something. Anyway, so I realized only then that there was no sound. So I'm sorry, I apologize if you came to that video and you were like, what the fuck is he doing? There's no sound. And I realized that now you may be thinking, okay, that's fucking stupid. How could you possibly make that mistake? Well, okay, he'd never done that before. Um, I realized only afterward that for some reason it was just that my microphone wasn't on or something like that. So, and that's never usually a problem. Usually when I start up a video, it's on automatically. And I obviously didn't check it, and I assumed that everything was working perfectly checking the um, without checking the settings on my stream software. So I greatly apologize for that. Honestly, I should really apologize to myself because I was fucking brutal learning that I spent all that time recording dialogue and just realized that all that is gone. None of the you know, witty rem- witty remarks. I don't want to give myself that much credit, but all of the fucking everything I said is gone. It's all gone. There's nothing. You know, no one could hear any of it. It's really frustrating because I felt like it was a good recording. Um, oh shit, I'm gonna turn this down. But anyway, it felt like it was a pretty damn good recording. And I don't know, that just really, really frustrated me. So now, ignore this. Oh shit, this is the wrong part of the game. I instinctively went to the main game. Yeah, I instinctively went to the main game there. Let's go to here. What? I just did it again, didn't I? I clicked the main game instead of side stories. Oh my fucking god. Some fucking YouTube streamer am I, huh? Alright. So you can see, okay, so you can see, basically, yes, I've unlocked, this wasn't, if you haven't watched either of my failed attempts at a stream, basically, yes, I went and did some side stories, or not side stories. I'm sorry. I went back to the main game, essentially, and uh, went through and did some. And basically, what I'm going to be doing is to unlock side stories. I have to go through. I have to I have to write poems for each of the three girls in three different routes. There's a Yuri route, a Natsuki route, and a Sayori route. And each of the 3 days where I write the poem, I have to write the poem to one of the three girls. I have to write all three poems to one of them for a playthrough, and then I go back, and then I do it with, a different girl. So I've done it with Sayori, or I'm doing it with Sayori right now, off camera, um, because I assume you guys didn't want to see me going through a bunch of text, even though, it was, because it was sort of like, those were the routes we could have taken when we had played, when I went through, the playthrough. Those were the routes I could have taken but didn't. But I just thought it would be just too kind of boring to see me just click through a bunch of shit again that I've already seen, only to see maybe 10 or 12 new lines of dialogue. I just thought that would be really boring for you guys and just wouldn't make it for a very good video. So, yeah. So I'm sorry. If my again, if my sort of um, my commentary seems a little rushed, it's because I've done it basically all before. So it feels kind of odd to be doing it again. Then I realize, well, no one has heard it before. So yeah. So basically, we're going to start with understanding part two. Um, so I've already recorded this dialogue before, so this will be the second full time I'll have gone through this. But anyway, I'm gonna stop bitching about this, and I'm just gonna warn you guys that you're not gonna get any novel reactions from me, because I've seen this dialogue all before. But I'll probably try to sneak in um, a third side story, or I'll try to do understanding part two, trust part one, and on my botch stream, I just did those two. I'll sneak in a trust part two. I'll sneak in I'll try to sneak in a playthrough of Trust Part 2. And I have not played that, so what you see there will be the first time I will have played that. But anyway, I'm gonna just get to it. Alright. For the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the classroom. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy, but my best wasn't good enough. Oh, and for reference, guys, what happened was Yuri was reading with Sayori right now. The club is just Sayori, Yuri, and Monica. And basically, what's going on is Yuri and Sayori were reading. They were trying to get to know each other or whatever, and Yuri being like really moody and shit. She was obsessing over it, and she thought Sayori was. She thought Sayori didn't like her because she was being obsessive and stuff, and now Sayori's worried about Yuri. But anyway, enough chit chat. Alright. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. It's just a disappointment. Sayori continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass, and nobody enters the club room. Not Yuri. I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? Don't be a fucking pushover, Monica. I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner, approaching the club room. As she does so, Yuri? Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the club room, against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. Okay. It's against the wall next to the door. Okay. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not... Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? With club publicity stuff? Publicity. Fuck, I can't fucking speak today. Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden, when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks into the club room herself to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay, it's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic, she realizes, that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. But those aren't real conflicts, man. It's just, like, they're not really conflicts. It's sort of controlled conflicts. There's no real actual fighting there. So it's different. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Okay. Yuri nods, and the two set off. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up a conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monica tenses up at the stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sayori told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me, because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it. And I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her thought, but can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? I noticed that Monica, throughout this, seems to be more concerned with, like, the club. Like, she seems to be, I mean, she cares about everyone else, but it's, like, more sort of through the lens of wanting to help them with the club. Yuri sighs. No. It's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence. Then Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you... What? If it's important to that, then you can tell me anything. That's just very strange. Phrasing. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club. It's just an issue with me. So, I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, alright? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club. Hopefully, anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can... Just only some people. Of course. I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? I can talk for hours about the things that I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So, I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into that third category. She what? Hold on, you're saying that Sayori is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. So it seems like Yuri feels really deeply insecure. Sorry if my commentary is not spot on. It's just that like I there's so much since I've already know what happens. I don't want to like give it away, but at the same time I have to be careful because like I want to give real commentary, but I have to do so in a way that doesn't reveal what's going on because I know what happens. So I don't know. It's just it's anyway. Sayori is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Okay. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down, with their fists clenched. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry. I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sayori would be able to say better. Again, I feel like it's really strange that Monica is actually acting like a good freaking friend in this situation. Because normally, I mean, you know, everyone knows what happens in the main story. She turns into a fucking psychopath. Or, no, well, she is a psychopath and makes other people in the story a psychopath. Especially Yuri. So it's kind of strange seeing her act like, you know, like a decent human being. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Okay, so it looks like... Oh, I see. So Sayori is trying to be kind just because that's what she does, but Yuri's taking that as Sayori taking pity on her, which of course isn't true. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be your friend, I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. My head is just... it's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session. But I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. Haha, you're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This this kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So, thank you. Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monica's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Yuri and Monica finish replacing the old flyers with new ones. More accurately, Monica mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as the clubroom once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts toward the door, but then turns to face Monica. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. You know, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. Bro, that's why, remember in the main story, when she prepares tea for the MC and stuff, that's how, and they were saying that, and she says, the teacher lets us keep tea in the club room. This is fucking why, because Monica came up with that idea. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's small, but it's pretty cool lore, I guess. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Yes, we all know about Yuri's electric kettle from the fucking main story. That may be possible. I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Sorry, I'm just trying to look back at the dialogue to see if I missed something. But I've already read this. Why would I think I'm... Wait, but I've already done this before. Why did I think I missed it? I don't know. I just like to check things like this, okay? I just realized I'm talking to no one, so there's no point. But anyway. Okay. More great, like, fucking great awkward moments for me. But, taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the club room door. Just say clum room, bro. My brain is fucking like melting away. All right, Yuri. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not done yet. Sayori shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers. Her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes how Sayori has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. I got most of the way through it. And look! Sayori holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes, beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color-coded. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please, stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Sayori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. Sayori looks away in guilt. Oh no. The plan has gone wrong. It's gone awry. Just realized that she hides her eyes completely. She's hiding her eyes completely in this instance. And usually, I think there's this is like a version of the shy sprite that's just there. I think there's two versions of the shy sprite. One where you can sort of see her eyes, the other where it's like her eyes are, you can't see her eyes. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about, guys. I'm fucking tired. But anyway. Bro, her eyes are gone. Anyway. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. So, if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No. Fuck. No. It's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So, I thought that if we did something together that you really like. I don't want your pity. Oh. Why did I do that? Oh. Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks. Again, I've read all of this shit before, so I apologize for my shitty commentary. Okay. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sayori or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here, before Monica sees her like this, and before Sayori tells Monica what she did. Before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. Bro, Sayori's being the goat. It's okay. Sayori whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair. Shit. I clicked on that too fast. Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through her clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. Man, again, this is why Sayori fucking... Oh my god. Sayori, this is why Sayori is fucking awesome. Because she's taken on all the shit, like, all of everyone else's problems, like, as well as her own, despite her fucking depression. She's doing this for Yuri. Just fucking commendable, man. Trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise. I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings. And we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying her voice. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me. It feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people. So it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. Man, anyone who ends up watching this later, because no one's watching it now, but anyone who ends up watching this, I hope you guys, if you guys are feeling what Yuri's feeling right now, I hope you guys can get the sort of support that Sayori gives Yuri, because this is like the peak of friendship right here. Like, if you don't have someone like Sayori in your life, then shit like this can be really difficult. So yeah. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests. Because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person. But how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading. So I'll help you with the things that you need too. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. Hehehe. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid that you would get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah, irrational fears.
There's no way that you could frustrate me, because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know?
Sigma Sayori.
Worry so much about people's feelings.
What's the female equivalent of a Chad? I don't know that. I'll have to look that up. But she's a Sigma female. Sigma female. That doesn't doesn't really have a ring to it, as much of a ring to it as a Sigma male. But anyway.
We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part. That's the best part, that we're all different and have different interests. Like, about the book. I promise. That's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them first. Right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that. But I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. You're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me.
Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Oh, look at the wholesome smile. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayori's arms. Well, that's what she does.
Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair. I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off.
Well, not all of it, obviously. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening, rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Damn. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading.
That's what I wanted to hear.
But you can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended.
Of course. I'm not gonna judge anything this early on, though. We'll just see what happens.
Oh, and it's not good to touch people without their consent first. I like how she only mentions that after, after that whole thing.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back.
Monica's back. I haven't seen you, at all recently.
Sayori trots over to Monica.
Ah!
She whispers loudly.
Can I hug you?
Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monica. I can never understand people who just go up to random people and start hugging them. I can't understand that. Of course, it's more of sort of a girl thing than a guy thing, I guess. Girls seem to do that a lot more. I don't know. That's just me. Guys just will never do that, really, unless like, you know, it's something really major. But but yeah, I don't. So I've always found it weird that like people just are open to doing that like regularly. But I don't know. It's just a fucking game, but I don't know. I'm a guy, so I guess that's just my opinion. Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Sayori can be kind of a hug monster. Oh.
Hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster.
Yuri laughs. Monica perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity is the literature club. About that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about the things that you like.
Yes. Do you like poetry?
Yuri smiles. Okay. Okay, should I do respect? I'm debating whether to do. I've decided that I'm actually not going to do Respect Part 2, but I am going to do Respect Part 1. So I'll save Respect Fart 2. I'll save Respect Part 2 for next stream. But I'll do Respect Part 1. Because it's already getting kind of late. It's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through their initial setbacks, the three club members so far, Monica, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all three of them, led by Sayori, have taken an interest in poetry. Now, I find that really interesting, that it was Sayori rather than Monica that got everyone into poetry. Like, that's just because like when you do the main story, it like you give off like Monica gives off the impression that she was kind of the person who got everyone else into poetry, or at least it just seems like that. And there's no real sort of indication that Sayori was really into it, or at least that she was into it as much as Yuri or Monica. So it seems like one of those two, you know, got everyone else into it, but I wouldn't have expected Sayori. On a day like any other, the three find themselves suddenly interrupted by the club room door opening. And in walks a girl none of them have seen before. Hey, Natsuki.
Hi.
Sayori tugs excitedly at Monika's sleeve. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book. Typical Yuri. Are you here for the literature club? Wow. Oh my god, I'm so fucking tired. Literature club. Literature club.
Yeah.
Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really exciting to see new faces.
Yeah. Somewhere. You can sit next to my desk.
Sayori prances over to her desk and presses her palms onto it.
Oh, and Yuri can make you some tea.
Yuri looks up at Sayori in protest for having drawn attention to her. I like this music. Natsuki silently glances between everyone, then sits down next to Sayori. Monica follows by sitting nearby. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all. Okay, then how about we all introduce ourselves?
Okay.
Well, I'm Monica. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally in the debate club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about, if that makes sense. So I started the literature club as a way for people to express themselves through writing, or reading, or whatever other kind of literature. Bro, I just noticed that when she's standing in this pose, her fingers almost look like fucking claws. Like, is that just me, or do they look like fucking claws? Like, maybe that's just supposed to be her, like her fingernails. And that's just like the artist didn't draw the actual nail. They just left it as the finger, but they look like fucking claws. But anyway.
You know, I figured it was your club. You have that vibe.
I have what vibe?
Oh, you know, like... Never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard.
Oh, no you don't, Sayori. Yes, she does. Yuri's deadpan voice carries across the room. Natsuki giggles.
I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry. Oh yeah? Very adult-like of you. Hehehe. I'm an adult.
The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming up fills the room.
Oh, that's Yuri.
Sayori lowers her voice.
She's kind of shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She likes big fantasy books and tea, and I love her. Well, I guess that leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. And my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry.
I wonder if that stuff about the hanging out downtown is genuine, or if she's just trying to sound cool. Because that totally sounds like something she would do. Like, she would try to, like, you know. Because, come on, is she really, like, the type that would be doing the cool kid shit? Nah. We all know she's into, like, anime and manga and shit. She's not. She wouldn't be. She would be. She's probably a fucking NEET. She wouldn't be going out downtown.
And my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Ooh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough.
Oh, fuck.
Cookie dough.
I like how I try to readjust my voice, and then it just sounds exactly the same. Alright.
Or maybe chocolate. It's cookie dough. And Monica's is probably vanilla.
What the heck? I take
way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. What's Yuri's favorite?
Natsuki shrugs.
Probably green tea. I'm just joking. I have no idea, Free.
Still,
It's pretty chill here. Do you just like hang out, or do you actually do club stuff?
well, we do club stuff too. It just hasn't been very structured yet, since we only have like 3 members. So we kind of just loosely spend our time doing the stuff we like. And I keep thinking it's about time we start with like some more structured club activities. It's been a while by now since I started the club, so yeah. Well, with that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like the club to get into? Manga. It's manga.
Well, I guess I'm literature. Well, I like manga.
Manga?
Hey! Why'd you say it like that? I want to read manga in the club.
Wait, hold on a second.
That sounds so great. Like, after all I've been doing all this,
Yuri returns to the desk with a tray of teacups, which he sets down on an empty desk.
After all of the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think that, you just don't understand the nuance. I didn't mean simple like that.
Well, anyway, putting mangas aside, is there any other kind of literature that you're interested in?
Well,
Oh, fuck.
well, not really.
In that case, have you considered the anime club?
Are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime club. It's full of...
Discord mods, neckbeards, 4chan users. No.
weird guys.
4chan users. Like, bro. Like, bro, I have a, there's an anime club at my, college, and it's basically just, like, neckbeards and stuff. Okay, that's a lie. That's a lie. Actually, no. It's not just neckbeards. I actually haven't ever been to it, but hopefully I will. I'm not a huge anime fan, but I don't know. I am an anime enjoyer rather than an anime fan. I'm not like Natsuki, but... And I don't read manga. I haven't read manga.
Come on. Is it that big of a deal? Manga is literature, right? Manga is literature.
I mean, I guess if you consider the literal definition of literature, then technically...
I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't bother anyone. If I can just, like, keep my manga here and hang out after school, I'll do literally whatever you want me to do. That's fine, right?
She's like, yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh my god, thank you! You're the best! I have most of it crammed into my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay?
Natsuki stands up.
Need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want you to see my locker.
Bro, she's got hentai in there? Fucking hentai. Oh my god.
If you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine.
Sayori of hentai in her locker?
I hope we never find out then.
Natsuki exits the club room. leaving everyone in silence, save for the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. D. Alright. I'm such a pushover.
Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun.
Maybe, but I mean, she has like no actual interest in literature, you know? And that's normally fine, but she said she would participate in club activities like it's some kind of obligation. Her tea is going to get cold. Yeah. Wait, that's not related.
Well, I think everyone deserves a chance. Especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature.
Are you sure you don't just want to read her manga, Sayori?
Hey, who do you think I am?
Sorry, I didn't mean that. I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have any opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so...
Does that mean I bother you?
No, you're a pleasure to be around.
Hehehe. I was just fishing for a compliment.
I know.
But still, I really think we should give her a chance.
Yeah, alright. I really am gonna start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly, the three of them hear a thump against the door.
What was that?
Sayori stands up and walks over to the door, then opens it.
Yeah, thank you.
I like how she's doing her bitchy face, but like, wait. Carrying 3 boxes of what is presumably manga, Natsuki grunts and wobbles inside before slowly bending over and dropping the stack onto the floor as gently as she can. I like how she's doing her bitchy face, but like, she's clearly not, usually this is used when she's pissed off, particularly at the MC, but here it's being used like to show that she's exerting herself. But like, bro, because obviously the devs were like, okay, we want this game, so it sort of fits into the atmosphere of the devs wanted the character sprites to fit into the atmosphere of, you know, like a shitty dating sim game. So as a result, Natsuki doesn't have like really expressive sprites, and so this is just her like pushing something, and she looks like she's, you know, angry. But anyway, enough of my fucking analysis. That I just thought that was interesting. That's quite a collection. Sayori giggles in excitement. While catching her breath, Natsuki replies,
There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them.
Monica anxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe it's what she needs to really kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complacent. It seems like things are finally going to start getting more serious. Do. At the next club meeting, Monica is the first to arrive. But ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. Why am I so nervous? Monica paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki said she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monica thinks, the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monica forces a smile as Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Natsuki forces one to return. Need help?
No, I got it.
Monica awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation, but fails. Curious, she peeks into the closet where Natsuki is stashing all of her manga. Once dull with school supplies, the shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and cute-looking artwork. You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we could keep it up there.
I can't reach up there. That would be so inconvenient.
Yeah, but Monica sighs. The teachers are going to ask what all this manga is doing in here. I have to tell them it's for the literature club.
So?
Monica backs off and slumps into a desk. With this kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated out over the past few weeks is being sucked right out of the room. Good afternoon! Sayori spins into the classroom.
Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this.
Sayori brandishes a cookie wrapped in plastic.
I found some money and got a cookie. Ooh, that's so pretty.
As Sayori trots over to the closet, but where did she get the cookie from, though? As Sayori trots over to the closet, the colorful shelves catch her eye.
Which one do I start with? Well, you can start by giving me a bite of that cookie.
Oh God. Fucking up the voices again.
No way! I saved up all my luck to find that money.
How did you just find the money? You just get it on the floor or something?
If you want entry into my kingdom, you need to pay the tax, peasant. Boo!
Defeated, Sayori unwraps her cookie and breaks off a piece for Natsuki. Then, Yuri silently walks into the club room. Monica glances at her with pleading eyes. Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding. I really like this music. Alright. But again, guys, I'm sorry if my commentary is really lacking today. It's just that I've seen this all before, and it's hard to like come up with new shit to say after I've seen it before and recorded it before. But anyway, well, everyone's here now. Despite the club only having one more person than before, it somehow feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think today we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it'd be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone? And Monica, always planning shit out. I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too.
Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone else's interests. Maybe we can give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else.
Well, maybe. Something tells me that Monica glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who both appear very unwilling to even consider each other's interests. Maybe we can try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally. You know, like we all vote on a book to read or something like that. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests, rather than just stick to the things we're familiar with.
Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here?
Natsuki, didn't you say that you would go along with whatever the club wanted to do?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I liked Sayori's suggestion. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but... Monica's voice trails off. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monica finds it incredibly difficult to relent to her demands. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, why should Monica have to yield to Natsuki's opinion on anything? Natsuki, are you sure that you don't have any other literature interests you could share with the club? I swear I don't mind if you keep your literature. Bro, Freudian slip, man. Man, Natsuki's been pounding that idea into my head that manga is literature for so long that I just literally called manga literature. If you keep your manga in here, I swear I don't mind if you keep your manga in here, but Natsuki cuts Monica off by suddenly standing up.
Well, it's obvious that I'm not wanted here, so I'm just going to leave. But I really would have appreciated you being more upfront about it.
Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here. But you're free to do whatever you want. Ooh. The death glare. I don't think I've seen that expression. Natsuki shoots Monica a quick glare before walking straight out of the room. Jesus. Can't speak. Alright.
Oh no!
Sayori runs after her, leaving just Monica and Yuri. Just Monica. For the second time today, Monica slumps down into a desk. Why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's just making me feel this way. Monica looks up at Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest club she could find so that she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I'm not good at these things. Monica sighs. Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the club vision. I find it interesting that Monica, in this case, like, in the main story, you don't really see any tension between Monica and Natsuki, but like, I don't really see why. I find it interesting that the devs chose to make Monica make the main drama be between Monica and Natsuki rather than Natsuki and Yuri. You know, like, people should join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. So maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monica sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does? How? Well, I just can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh. Oh, great. I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration, and I guess guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Ugh. Why is it the hardest to be rational during the times you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. Ooh, so that sort of like drama between Yuri and Natsuki is really coming out. It's really coming out here. So now she's saying shit. Okay. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club. Your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. The fact that you're even storing it for her should make her completely indebted to you. Well, you're right, but I don't know. Isn't it kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous and it has no place here? Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it. So I assumed you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well, recalling your confrontations with Natsuki, a realization starts to set in. You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I'm just convincing myself, I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with the manga. I'm really upset that I would let myself do that. With a sigh, Monica walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. It's just, this really wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monica starts defending her position once again. The complicated issue that Monica had failed to consider before now. Where's the line even drawn at what's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches into one of the larger box sets and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features 4 girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. Hey, what does that sound like? It's the game! It's the game, but as a manga. Yeah, I mean, amused by the absurdity of the color. Jesus, cover. Monica opens the book. Ooh. She's opening up. Bro, it's DDLC. She opened up DDLC, and I just opened up the game by accident. But yeah, she just opened up the game. Hold on. I just need to plug in my my PC, my desktop. Not my, yeah, my PC, which I'm using to monitor my stream. All right. Okay, I did not mean to click on the main game. So that's just about going to end. That's just about going to end the stream. Or, wow, I really flubbed that. That's just about going to wrap up the stream. So yeah, that's just about it with this stream. Before we go, though, I just want to look at some of these photos. Finish the side story, Respect 1. Okay, finish the side story, Understanding 1. Trust 1. Ooh, Understanding 2. Get organized. Great job. I believe in you. I want I want breakfast. I like this. It's very Sayori-like. Ooh. Oh wait, I think I've already seen this. I think I've already had this one, but I don't know. Yeah, and of course all this stuff. Oh, so this is if any of you guys are curious, this is just a picture of. This is just one of the things that happens in the game when you write a poem for Sayori, the first and second days, and this is. Don't ask what the situation is, okay? You can look for, you can look at like other people's gameplays of the game and stuff, and you can look at it there, okay? Don't question it, okay? Alright. Alright, there we go. Okay. Let's look at this. Ooh. Hug energy. Like, there's an actual track just called Hug Energy. That's very wholesome, though. All right. The fact that they actually named it Hug Energy, it's kind of great. All right. So yeah, that's just about gonna do it for the stream. Um, I'm really sorry that I've sort of been on a really weird schedule recently. I haven't uploaded anything in a little bit now. I'm really sorry about that. I'm really sorry that this took so long to come out. Again, this is my third time trying to record this, but and yes, I will start the 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 stream compilation is coming, and I'm gonna make sure it's good, or at least as good as I can make it. I will assure you that you will laugh if you see it. Or at least cringe. You will either laugh or cringe. If I can make you do either one, then I will be happy. I just want you to have some reaction to it other than eh. Like if your reaction is eh, then I failed as a creator. Like that's how I view my YouTube videos. If I can just get some reaction at all, if you guys are interested in my content at all, then I've done my job. Um, job. I don't have a job, but then I've done my duty as a creator. But anyway, so that and um, and don't worry, the Yandere Simulator series is coming out soon. Um, I was originally thinking of coming out with it as soon as this series is done, as soon as the side story series is done. But I'm starting to think that you guys would probably really want to see it, and that it would be probably better to just do them like kind of both intermittently. I've never tried anything like that before, where I've done a series, kind of at the same time, two series at the same time. But I just thought that it would be the most convenient thing to do. But again, my schedule is going to be kind of weird. It has been weird, and it will probably continue to be weird. I may not upload as often, um, so just remember that. So you're not going to see a lot of. There's not going to be a really sort of dense stream schedule that you saw before. But again, so I'll join you guys. I'll see you guys next time. So